As our field starts to take their positions on the grid with pole position in yesterday's qualifying sessions, Alexis Oliveira on the two-stroke machine. Middle of row number 1, Alejandro Rey, and hopefully he joins on the outside of row number 1, who should be looking for Seth Starnes to roll up. I see further back on the grid, we got the yellow Honda 125, and there's a darker two-stroke as well as Alexis Oliveira out front on the other two-stroke. I think we got about 5 riders in the Moto3 class. As we're just look over the grid, they're pretty happy. We should be under starter's orders any moment here, as it looks like Tom McPartlin, not quite sure where his spot is. They'll get him backed up quick here. Actually, that may not be him. I see an amateur plate on that machine. All right, we're ready to rock and roll. Oliveira, hard to get that two-stroke launch with no low-end torque. She'll be regulated back to about 6 spots. We'll see if she can use some corner speed. Now slots her way from pole position into 4th place as one rider has to take the runoff in turn 1. Everyone seems to be almost safely through. The field now down into turn number 4. And I believe that was Thomas Tether on the yellow 125. Very slow to get off the line, as he'll have to push hard to catch the back of the field. Front group now into turn number 6. They'll make their way through the S's, and we'll see these smaller displacement machines probably give us some good slipstream examples as they come down the back straightaway. We got a good solid group of 6 riders. One lone leader's got a little bit of a runaway, as we got a nice shuffle for 3rd spot, and these 4 riders mixing it up, and I believe that's Starn in the mix. So we wait for the leader to come out into the front straightaway any moment now. And we have a stoppage to this race. A red flag, a red flag. And our competitors safely through turn 1, excuse me. Now working turn number 4 already. Not sure how they gridded everyone after that short stoppage. We'll have to get an eye on them as they come down the back straightaway. Our group now, I believe, exiting turn 5. They'll down into the turn 6. Second gear corner. They'll make their way through the S's. Try to carry as much corner speed leading out onto that back straightaway, that long back straightaway for these smaller displacement machines. Looks like, man, that's a familiar colored machine. It might be Alejandro Rey out front. Another rider looking for that slipstream as these 2, that's Oliveira. Nice. Oliveira slots away second. That's possibly Alejandro Rey, as we got a change for double, triple slipstream. 3rd position going into the last corner as they fan out almost 3 wide. And some great racing. We got 4 or 5 riders on top of each other into turn number 9, I believe. Oliveira's got some company coming. Super Street Moto3 machines, we had almost 3 wide going exiting turn number 2. I believe we had a change of position, daring challenge for position there. It pulled it off nicely. And timing and scoring definitely not correct, so we won't work off of that. Lead group down through the S's in the back section of the race course, out onto the back straightaway. I believe that's turn 9 after they come on to Oliveira. Second position is that Seth Barnes with a slipstream. He might just shoot his way all the way up to the lead. Look at this, laid off the gas. He just goes up the inside, says, I'll take the point. I believe that's Seth Starnes, and your new leader, as my laps recycled. Hopefully they're going to be accurate as they come across the transponder. Oliveira now delegated back to third spot. She's got company coming as a nice drag race. I believe that's Ray. Starnes takes the inside line, little block pass, keeps that lead position. Oliveira right there, carrying massive corner speed as she makes her way back up onto the second place rider. We'll see if she's daring enough to try it up the inside into turn number 4. Our top 5 kind of pulling away from the remainder of the field, 6th position, kind of on his own little, or her own little spot on the racetrack. Can you help me get a number off the leader of my timing? Our top 5 coming onto the front straightaway as we wait to take a peek at, there's been a change of position. And yes, we have, I believe that's Starnes. Actually, he was our leader last time around. It's that second machine with the pink and black livery. I'm having trouble figuring out who we got, but a great racing here early on as we've been shortened down to 9 laps, so maybe these riders feel the urgency now. And we're pretty sure our second position is Alejandro Ray. So Seth Starnes, Alejandro Ray, and I believe Oliveira might still be slotted in the top 5. And had a rider in 6th that's trying to connect with that top 5 group. As they're now down into the back portion of the racetrack in turn number 6. Still tightly grouped. As they fan out, 2-3 wide, Oliveira still holding on to 4th. Starnes was regulated back to 3rd. Now we got 3 wide racing down into turn number 10. Starnes with the inside preferred line, and I know he's laid off the gas. He'll roll in there at the front of the field. Some great racing back in 9th, 10th, and 11th, as we got a group of 6 riders now. Ray losing that second spot. And that second place rider is gonna, wow. I must have missed something. The young lady, Alexis Oliveira, in 4th. And our new race leader, gosh, we gotta get an eye on these top 5, because I've definitely lost track here. And I believe one of our top 3 may have been pushed back to 5th. We'll straighten it out. I'll get it right. This is halfway of our shortened Grande Corsa. There should be about 4 laps remaining as these riders come across start finish. And that group of 5 is now breaking up. Our lone leader's starting to inch away, banging in slipstreaming for second position. I believe that Seth Starnes now trying to get away from this group, but it's not happening just yet. Oh, and a nice maneuver up the inside. Couldn't make that the position. Our third place rider looking to make his way up and maybe reconnect with our leader Starnes. They crossed the line, I believe. Should be 4 laps remaining. Alejandro Rey should be taking second back as he got the preferred line up the inside. Yes, sir. Nice move. Starnes looks like he's going to let the rest of the top 5 work it out amongst themselves as he's starting to kind of walk away.
Attention in the paddock, first call, race number 3. Super Stock 1000, 5 minutes. First call, race 3, Super Stock 1000, 5 minutes.
Well, this isn't over yet. Now, I believe that's Alejandro Rey has gotten away from the other 3 competitors. He's going to give a once-over and a work-over on Seth Starnes as they got just a handful of laps to figure this one out. And in fact, they're catching one of the back of the field riders. They may get him before the end of the race, but it looks like Alejandro Rey got one more attempt as he's right up on him now, coming out of the front straightaway. He's got the preferred line into turn 1, thinks better of the block pass as he sits back, gets himself right behind Peter. We'll see what these 3rd, 4th, and 5th place riders, what kind of show they're going to put on for us as they're going to figure out who wants to be 3rd overall. Of course, we got multiple classes here that could actually be races for the race victory in specific classes. The timing and scoring is not doing me any favors right now. Here we go, folks. That's 2, and it looks like Alejandro Rey is taking the front now. Boy, if he can work hard and keep Seth Starnes behind him to the run to the checkered flag, I believe we're going to be looking for the white flag any time now. That's some great racing for 3rd spot as well, overall on the racetrack. Vladimir Roman on the Milwaukee pushing hard. He's got his own little section of racetrack. Got one rider out in front. Looks like one of the Super Street machines. He's got a carrot out in front of him to race hard. See if he can catch him up. Keep those lap times nice and low, working hard. As Paul Vance trying to hold off one of the Super Street machines. Vance on the Honda 125. got some company coming up behind him as he uses some corner speed to make it through turn 1 and 2, trying to hold that Super Street rider back behind him. And those two got their own little section of racetrack here. Alejandro Ray with the left to right, trying to break any slipstream of Seth Starnes. Starnes will roll up the inside on the preferred line. Not quite there. And a challenge for third spot. We've got a change of position on the racetrack for third overall on the circuit. White flag being shown.
Attention in the paddock, second call, race number 3, Superstock 1000 Grande Corsa. Got about 2 or 3 minutes. Second call for race number 3, Superstock 1000 Grande Corsa.
Paul Vance now down the back straightaway, trying to use every bit of power that Honda 125 two-stroke can give him as he slightly inches away from that Super Street competitor. Got to use that corner speed as the rider behind him makes up a bike loop or two, now parked right on his rear wheel. Vance holding him off. Alejandro Ray will see the checkered flag as they come down the back straightaway. He's got just a couple corners to go. Oh boy, here we go. Up the inside. We knew it might be waiting for the last lap. He'll try the back and forth if he can get himself on the inside line onto the front straightaway. I believe Ray's been regulated back to second spot. He's got one last drag race and the checkered flag being shown. And I believe your race winner, Stars Ray, enjoying the competition. Big thumbs up. And those two putting on a show for us here.